All right, 2 days of sweat. The rams, the boy sheep, just got in there yesterday. They're already starting to chew upon it. This is where the rams were. This is where they were earlier. This is what it looked like. This is an area, the very first area that I jumped into with my 3 little sheep. I mean, look at it. It's pretty amazing. Whew. So I moved the sheep and the cows as well. I still haven't moved the pigs, but they're next. They're next, and it's August 30th, 2022. I realized today I've been on this leased farm for 2 months now. Like, I got the pigs here on the 5th of July. Come on, girls. Come on. Who's my rubber tummy? That's a good girl. It's the end of August, so July, August, 2 months. My hands are orange because my gloves were wet. So behind me is the way it looked. Now behind me is the way it is now, and there's a lot of forage in here, and we've given this now 30 days rest, I think. And then this is where the ewe lambs were, the ewe sheep, the ewes were, and I just mowed it just to get all there's thorns, like these little thorn trees growing everywhere. And the sheep nailed the leaves, so I nailed the thorns. It's a team project. And the cows are in that area behind me. They were happy to be moved. It's trying to rain. We're supposed to have thunderstorms tonight and pretty steady rain. So this whole area here is now ready to start growing grass. The question is always, is it too soon to try to develop winter stockpile? And I don't think it's too soon. I think it's time. No time like the present. That's the whole premise behind what I'm doing, is that if I can feed less hay in the winter, I'll still have to feed some. I get that. That's no big deal. But the less hay I have to feed and the better I manage my grass, the less it costs to raise food. Like, does that compute with anybody out there? Like, the whole idea is to not have to buy chemicals, to not have to buy, huge amounts of equipment, and to not be spending money when you can actually grow the food for the animals. I don't know, it seems like obvious to me, but people get so freaked out about it. Like, what is the problem? All right, well, I think I've done enough damage for one day. Oh, let me show you my idea. All right, so Friday, Josh and I took down a bunch of saplings and made this platform on which to store hay. And on Friday, whoops, that one didn't work. On Friday, there was no grass growing in here. I had seeded it, but there's now grass growing in here. And there's still a lot of thinning to do in here, but hopefully we can start growing some grass. There's a lot of thinning still left to be done. And whew. So this is what the cattle didn't eat. and I purposely didn't mow it down. I will mow it down after they strip it. All right, so it is Wednesday, and it's the 31st of August, I believe. And man, this is just, everything is growing gangbusters here where the sheep have been moved. This whole area is starting to green up. These grass shoots are really growing. And there's some grass in here, but it's mostly these ferns. So to me, that says that this is a very wet area. And here's what the boys have done. In 2 days, literally, we put them in here Monday. It's Wednesday. And they have just trampled a lot of the stuff and eaten a lot of it. And there's still plenty of goldenrod in here. Man, I think I'm gonna have to move them again. Oh, here they come. Okay, Wednesday, August 31st. We'll see what it looks like in a week. I like this vantage point. I'm in the shade. But if you look closely, this brown area is filled with the tips of grasses. And if the sheep were still here, they would be nailing those. But they're not. So the pigs have pretty much pulverized this area. And I had moved them here specifically because there's a number of apple trees. And these are tiny little apples. But as you can see, they fall along the fence. And the pigs can't get them without touching their nose to the fence. So they know this fence is hot. And currently Freckles is helping me. The others are pigging out on the grain I just gave them. So this is how, pigs, I whistle every time I give them food. Rub a tummy, and I call her. But it's not like she listens. She's just has her head in the middle of the feed bowl, and she's concentrating on not letting the other pigs in. So, but the other pigs don't look like they're starving anytime soon. Yeah, it's time to move them. Just look at the thorns. Look at the thorns on all these trees. Like, thorns, people. There's still a few apples down here. Ooh, got some apples here. I don't know which tree these are from. It's nice and red. Oh, come on. When you are 6'4", bending over isn't always a treat. It just started raining. just started setting up a new area for the pigs by mowing the brush, and started to rain. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I gotta look at the weather. I just checked the weather. It's not raining. Nope. No rain expected. It's not raining. Just cloudy. It's cloudy. It's not gonna rain until 3. I have a feeling it's just a shower. All right, well, I'm looking right in the sun. It has been another intense week. On Monday, I moved the sheep and the cows, both the ewes and the rams and the cows, with my friend Josh's help. And these sheep are looking good. They are looking pretty darn good. And the cows were happy to get a new area. And yeah, I'm struggling to come to a Sunday message because I had an old thing happen yesterday. I was watching a song on the internet. It's called Playing for Change, this YouTube channel. Check out Playing for Change. They do songs, really good songs. I mean, they do great songs, and they have people all over the world singing them. And this was a version, a rendition, a cover of U2, the band U2's song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And they were raising awareness and raising money for and celebrating or commemorating a day for the disappeared, for people whose loved ones have never been accounted for because of war, because of, disruption in a country, because of whatever. And it kind of broke open my heart. And caused me to reflect. And I'll link the song below in the description or up here if I can figure out how to do that, or at the end, or just go to YouTube and type in, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. They just released it a day or so ago. And I literally had tears streaming down my face because the song is so beautiful. And the longing it evokes is so timeless. It's so universal. It's so human. Not just looking for loved ones that have gone missing, although that we could all relate to that. We all know someone who has lost somebody. We all know maybe it's been ourselves. And all of us will lose somebody, and all of us will be gone at some point. And the question is, for me, like, am I on target? Am I actually heading towards the thing that I've been looking for all these years? Is it something like Moses never reached the promised land? The whole notion of the Jordan River has been filtering through my experience lately. The Jordan River is a symbol from ancient days when that was the boundary of the wilderness into the promised land for the Hebrews. for Moses' gang, but Moses never got there. And so that longing is kind of biblical, it's kind of scriptural, it's kind of human. Oh, here's a nice spot. It's a little shadier here. The sun is setting. But the Jordan River also symbolized for the slaves in the American South the freedom of Canada or the northern states, or freedom from work that death would give them. The whole concept of crossing over Jordan, milk and honey on the other side. The Jordan River is muddy and wide, milk and honey on the other side. Michael, row your boat ashore. The Jordan River is muddy and wide, milk and honey on the other side. So these songs haunt me and evoke feelings, deep experiences of feelings that, you know, are so beyond entertainment. It's like, it's church. Songs are church to me. And church where songs are sung badly is painful. If songs can evoke emotions and get us to feel things, get our hearts to open, I think they're tools of change, they're tools of healing. But we're all in a transition. We are crossing over Jordan every single day. We are headed towards our ultimate destination, which is returning to source. We are waves on the sea of awareness, and we can look out and see other waves. And then we return to that which we are of. So what are we afraid of? It's the unknown. Yet we don't remember where we were, who we were before we came here, unless you have past life experiences. But crossing over Jordan, what are you leaving behind? What are you looking forward to? And there's this longing that we are searching for something. A lot of our culture promises that we will find it, that thing we are longing for, in sex, drugs, rock and roll, power, politics, attention, money. But ultimately, none of those things are what satisfies our heart. We're looking for love. We're looking for love in all the wrong places. But it has to be, you can't have the love you want until you give yourself the love that you need. And that longing, I think, is ultimately for our true selves. That longing to remember where we came from. That longing because we feel separated from Source, even though we are connected to Source in ways that we can't even comprehend. And we are of Source. We are Source. And yet it seems like we're separate. And that longing to connect with each other, that longing for romantic love, that longing for home and family, that longing to procreate, that longing to have children and leave behind a legacy, leave behind something that continues on after you're gone. Like, there's a lot of longing. What are you looking for? What is it that you're truly looking for? And maybe it's just the looking that is what we long for. To know that there is something out there that loves us. Something in here that loves us. I'm sending my love out to you tonight. I'm sending my prayers, my love, to those of us all who have longing, who have sadness. And I was able to feel the feelings yesterday that song evoked in me, and I felt sadness. I felt longing. I felt loneliness. I felt all the things that we all feel, all the things that we eat to avoid feeling, that we drink to avoid feeling, that we smoke to avoid feeling, that we try to ignore. I felt that stuff yesterday, all day. And yet I got things done. I put one foot in front of the other, and I got things done. When in the past I might have just kind of curled up in a ball. I used my tools. I changed my focus, but I also didn't resist it. I didn't fight it. I allowed myself to feel it, and I attempted, and hopefully it was successful. I attempted to not wallow in it or indulge in it or get trapped in it or get caught in it or get stuck in it. The Jordan River is muddy and wide, milk and honey on the other side. We are having beautiful weather right now, but the weather on Monday and Tuesday was just hazy, hot and humid, and it poured rain on Tuesday and it poured rain Wednesday night, and something cleared. Emotions are not permanent. And the negative emotions often have something to teach us. And it sucks feeling them. But it's better than not being able to feel, don't you think? To allow your heart to be broken open by a song on a Wednesday morning. I hope that happens to all of us many times in our lifetimes. May you find what you're looking for, and may it be even better than you can possibly imagine. What if you are looking for something so amazing that you almost don't think it's possible? But what if it was possible? What if your thoughts and your attitudes and what you focus on enable you to attract into your life something, someone, some experience, some resolution, some insight, some learning that is better than you can possibly imagine? And that, my friends, is the Sunday message today. I hope you find what you're looking for. Peace, love, grooviness. Amen.
I have climbed the highest mountains, I have run through the fields, only to be with you, only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have kissed honey lips, felt the healing in her fingertips. It burned like fire, this burning desire. spoke with the tongues of angels. I have held the hand of the devil. It was warm in the night, and I was cold as a stone. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I believe kingdom come when all the colors bleed into one, bleed into one. But yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and loosed the chains, carried the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I believe it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I believe kingdom come when all the colors will bleed into one, bleed into one. But yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and loosed the chains, carried the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I believe it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this, could you give it a thumbs up? That really helps a lot. And comment below. Those mean so much to me. I love your comments. And if you want to share this with somebody who you talk about deep stuff with, that would be cool too. And we are in the process of healing the planet, just starting where we are. And not expecting to succeed at it, but doing it anyway. Go through life with that attitude and see where it takes you. All right. Peace, love, grooviness, over and out. Boom. Check this out. There's a window in that barn and the sun is shining through that window and lighting it.